Shavua Tov. Thank you for everybody that come here for the shiur. I'm very happy to be in the synagogue in Bet HaMidrash of הדיין, Rabbi Binyamin Rachaminov. And there is a couple information in this parasha that I would like to share with you. And I'm going to call this topic of this shiur, Akol Kol Yakov Vayadayim Yedei Esav. The question is, in Perek Kav Zayin, Pasuk Kav Bet, how it could be that in the same Pasuk, Akol Kol, the first call, there is no Vav, and the second next to it, Akol Kol Yaakov, the second word with Vav. So everybody should think about it, why in the same Pasuk, one time it's Vav, and one call is with no Vav. Now let's put this on the side. Yaakov, Yitzchak asking Esav to bring him matamim, food. And then what we see, that Rivka telling Yaakov, there is a blessing going on here for future, and this is Leila Seder, and all the future of the world is dependent on this blessing. I want you to have this bracha. You deserve it. I want you to be blessed for thousands of years until Mashiach is coming. Please. But he said, I'm different from my brother. We came from the same stomach, but I'm a different person. His mother tell him, do not worry. My brother is Lavan. I know how to fix things. She give him the clothing of Esav. Why Esav put the clothing by the mother? Because Esav have many wives. Why he did not leave his clothing by his wife? Because he don't trust them. He knew that if he's going to give it to other women, they're going to use it. They're going to pretend that this is Esav. But what happened? The lady that he trust, his mother, she gave it to somebody else. So what is the trust here? It was no trust. Because Rivka understand, this is so important that the trust means nothing. Then what we see, he's going, and he's coming with the food to his father, and the father asked him, Vayomer Yitzchak el bno, ma ze miyarta limtzo bni? How come did you find so fast the food that you brought me for Leila Seder? You know, Leila Seder, we go slowly. Agada, make sure there is no phones, there is no iPhones today. Sometimes I'm sitting in a very Orthodox families, and one of the son-in-law become multi-millionaire. He's selling real estate, and everybody's scared from him. He's a millionaire. He pull up the phone, and he's talking, and no, but everybody's scared to tell him in Shabbat, don't use the phone. And I tell people, Shabbat is the time not to use the phone. Shabbat vaynafash, you put it on the car, and Shabbat you be with your wife, with your kids, with your family, being happy. You cannot work and think about business 24/7. Shabbat vaynafash. And what we see, Yitzchak asking, why you find, he thought he's Esav, why you find and you came so fast? Vayomer ki יקרא Adonai Elohecha lefanai. Hashem, you God, find me so fast, the korban, the food, that I came fast. Then the pasuk said, Vayomer Yitzchak el Yakov, gesha na v'amushcha. I want to feel you if you are Esav or not. אתה זה בני עשיו אם לא. What we see here, Yitzchak suspicious right away that something wrong here. So Rabbi Noff asks, what trigger Yitzchak to know there's some nonsense Mickey Mouse business going on here? Why he wake up and he says, excuse me, stop, let me feel you if you are Esav. He was a very old man. He said, here is the food, he should eat. What triggered him to know there's something wrong going on here? And with this, I'm giving you present tonight that you'll remember me, and I want you to tell everybody, because this information, it's very, very valuable to understand what happened and this blessing until today. I would like to quote you Gemara, Masechet Baba Batra, Daf Tetzayin Amud Bet. It's a very, very important information. Amar Rabbi Yochanan. Just to know who was Rabbi Yochanan, it's unbelievable information. I'm not going to go into it, but he was a very, very big Talmid Chacham Mekubal in the Talmud. He was one of the Tanaim. Amar Rabbi Yochanan, 5 עבירות עבר אותו רשע באותו יום. Esav, on the same day that he sold the Bechorah to Yakov, he did 5 sins. Not regular sins like he drive in red and he got the ticket. No. Baal Nara Murasa. He went with the married woman. Chas v'shalom that the person should go with the woman, not even married, not even without ketubah. The worst klala, a person that he is going with the woman without marriage, without ketubah, is the most sins. This is the one thing I'm giving information to every kids in the world. First of all, you get married, you have ketubah, then the wife go to the mikveh, then you can have relationship. Today, with the drug, with everything is allowed, and tic-tac and micmac and all this nonsense information on the TV and in the internet, everybody say hello to everybody and they're in a relationship. Chas v'chalila v'shalom. A Jewish man should be holy. And Jewish man should know that if he's gonna go with a woman without ketubah, and even if she's not Jewish, chas v'shalom, in Gan Eden, he's in the Gehenom, they're gonna burn them together. There is no such a thing. We are different. We're not going with no woman in the world without ketubah and marriage with the rabbi, that he married them according to halacha, kedat Moshe v'Yisrael. Esav, the Gemara said, he went with the woman, she was engaged. Then what else he did? Arag et hanefesh. The same day he killed a person. Vekafar ba'ikar. And he said there is no God no more. I don't believe in Hashem. Vekafar b'tchiyat hametim. There is no place in the Torah that Moshe Rabbeinu said if you do mitzvah you go to Gan Eden. Gan Eden doesn't mention in Torah. You know why? Because Gan Eden, it's something between a person and himself. Moshe Rabbeinu, everything what he wrote in the Torah, is between people to people. But Gan Eden, Moshe Rabbeinu did not write, because Elohai neshama shenatata bi, the soul that you give me Torah. Why we do Brit Milah after 8 days? Because Shmona and Otiyot Neshama is the same letter. After 8 days that the baby born, after 8 days, this Neshama is ready for Brit Milah. I have a family in Los Angeles that the son, he opened up guru. He opened up in the valley a place that all the Indian, this, that. So I asked the mom, how it could be a Jewish boy become a guru? Then I find out that the mother gave him Brit Milah after 2 days that he born. He did not wait 8 days. There is no neshama. He can never understand what's wrong with what he's doing. So, kafar ba'ikar v'kafar b'tchiyat hametim v'shat et ha'bechorah. And he sold the Bechorah to Yakov. Which day was it? When Avraham Avinu died. When they buried Avraham, they came back from the cemetery, and all these 5 sins Esav did it. How come he didn't do all this before? He was very scared from Avraham. He was over 20 years old. He was very good friend with Ishmael. Both of them used to hang up and making good time. But they was very scared from Avraham to do nonsense stuff. When Avraham died, he said, now I'm free to do my nonsense stuff. and all this stuff Esav did. And the same day Esav said, I don't believe in Hashem no more. I don't believe that everything happened to me. It says to be Yad Mekavenet. Everybody should know. We move a finger. HaKadosh Baruch Hu inside. God is inside. But he said, no, I don't believe in Hashem. Look what happened here. When Yitzchak asked him, how come you brought me the food so fast? He said, because God find me the food so fast. Yitzchak said, oh, he mentioned God? Esav never mentioned God. Something wrong here. That's the way he catch him. That's tricking him. Because in the Gemara said that he was kofar ba'ikar. He said, I don't believe in God no more. How it could be that he didn't mention God all of a sudden? Yitzchak said, Opa, it's a trick going on here. That's why he said a call with no vav, that Yitzchak already had something feeling that something missing here in the voice. And then how he bless him? He blessed him back. And what the Pasuk said, that he brought food. He brought like a goat, and he brought meat, and also he brought them wine. Because it was Leila Seder. Yaakov understand that you need to do Kiddush. And then, what he blessing him? V'iten lecha Elohim mital hashamayim u'mishmanei haaretz v'rov dagan v'tirosh. Because Yaakov mentioned, you God, he bring me the food fast. Because he mentioned God, he told them God will give you. And also he blessing for wine. Because he brought them wine. The Jewish people should have wine, and we do Brit Milah with wine. We do wedding with wine. We do Sheva Brachot with wine. Shabbat, Chagim. When Shabbat finish, we finish Shabbat, and all the Reshaim go to Gehenom. Before, we do Avdalah, Amavdil ben Kodesh lechol, to take the Shabbat out. Wine, the Gemara said, Kol bayit shenishpach po yain kamayim, house, that the wine go like a water inside of the house. This is HaKadosh Baruch Hu will give Ben Zachar to this family. So wine is something important. Now we see that Esav come, and then he told them, why you have only one blessing? And then Yitzchak also bless him. And he tell him, Ine nishmane haaretz yeh moshavcha. He did not tell him, V'yitel lecha Elohim, God give you. No. Ine nishmane haaretz yeh moshavcha. The oil will come by himself. Because you don't believe in God. It's going to be there in your land. Umital hashamayim me'al. And the tal going to be me'al. This is what we say in Patach Eliyahu Hanavi, Bechushban Tal, that we read in the Zohar, Patach Eliyahu Hanavi, Cheshbon Tal is 39. 39, it's a lot of sodot, and this is part of the man that HaKadosh Baruch Hu manna that give us. Yitzchak did not mention God when he blessed Esav. Why? Because Esav don't believe is kofar ba'ikar. So that's why Yitzchak blessing him, V'yitel lecha Elohim mital hashamayim, because he mentioned Hashem. By Esav, he did not mention Hashem because he was kofar ba'ikar. This is the difference that Yitzchak understand between Esav and Yaakov. So I ask a good question. If Yaakov know that he's tricking his father, why mention God? He did not think, if I mention God, my brother don't believe in God, my father will catch me. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a big chidush here. When somebody believes in Hashem be'emunah, nothing will trigger him to stop to mention Hashem. Yaakov, it was natural. It came to him automatically. When you are believing Hashem, before every move that you do, and before everything that you touch, you say Be'ezrat Hashem. God willing, Bili Neder. This is the important that it teaches us, Yitzchak and Yaakov, that V'yitel lecha Elokim. You cannot receive no blessing in life unless God is inside. And I will add up, and with this I finish. When Yaakov Avinu blessed Yosef before he died, he called up Yosef. and he tell them, Ephraim ומנשה כשמעון וראובן יהיו לי. ראובן ושמעון, they sold Yosef. How come he mentioned them? He should say Yehuda, Asher, different. Why he say Ephraim ומנשה כי ראובן ושמעון יהיו לי? So the answer is like this. When we do Gematria, always we add one. We call it the kolel, included. What does the kolel mean? Kolel is Hashem. The one is Hashem. Yaakov Avinu told Yosef, do not think that the brothers sold you because they sold you. This was planned from Hashem since Avraham Avinu. Veger yeh zaracha be'eretz olayim 400 years. They're going to work in Egypt. So, you've been sold because Hashem wants you to be sold. And Ephraim ve'Menashe Gematria is 726. And Reuven ve'Shimon is 725. The difference between them is one. If you do Gematria, Ephraim ve'Menashe is 726. And if you do Reuven ve'Shimon is 725, and one extra, Kadosh Baruch Hu, that he was in the Mechira, it becomes 726, both of them. So he told Yaakov, told Yosef, I want you to know that whatever was Mechira, don't think your brother did it, Hashem did it. And this is the message tonight, that everything what happened to us, even you see somebody sick, even you see somebody, it's everything from Hashem. You make money, it's Hashem give you in order to help, in order to give, because some other people need it. HaKadosh Baruch Hu always working in mysterious way to make one guy is the giver and one guy is the needed, he is the taker, and always we have to share. We have to do it together, because when you have and you don't share, God have a lot of way to suck it back. Stock went down, this went up, this, and people lose it. All the time, share it. There is a lot of stories about people did not share and how HaKadosh Baruch Hu sucked it from them and took it and transferred it to other people. Shavua Tov. Thank you very much for listening to Rabbi Noff. I'm Rabbi Noff from Baltimore, and I bless all of you. יברכך אדוני וישמרך. יאר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונך. יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישם לך שלום. ושמו את שמי על בני ישראל ואני אברכם. I'm asking everybody that see this video to translate. And anybody will see this video, I give you bracha, that God will be a witness between us, that anybody need heal, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will heal him. Anybody need parnasa tova, I cannot reach everybody, but I'm reaching you in this video. Look at this video, talk to Hashem, and I'm giving you my bracha, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu will give you shefa, bracha, atzlacha, and women that don't have kids, HaKadosh Baruch Hu should give you ben zachar, and all the world should be shefa, והצלחה בעולם, אמן כן יהי רצון.